A father and daughter in Drumright have quite a story from the winter storm after a deer fell through the ice in their pond.
They rescued the deer, and as Tess is here to show us, the two went to great lengths to make sure it survived.
Yeah, not only had that deer fallen through the ice, but the family says a pack of dogs was also attacking it when 15-year-old Irelyn Richardson and her dad Chris spotted the deer in the pond. Now the dogs ran off and the deer was close enough to the bank that Chris was able to pull it out of the pond. They think it struggled in the icy water for at least an hour with the dogs chewing on its ears. So the deer, as you can imagine, was exhausted. And look at this. He let Irelyn cover him with blankets and pat him down to try and dry him off and warm him up a bit. And you'll notice he's got 2 spots on his head. Now that shows that the buck recently shed his antlers, which occurs naturally this time of year anyway. But look at her. He's just letting her love on him. At one point, Irelyn gave the deer her camo hoodie to cover his head and keep him extra warm. They even started a fire for him, but despite all of this, the deer still didn't seem to want to stand up. So to keep him safe for the night, they loaded him up and they took him back to the barn. And by morning, look at this, Irelyn's mom says the buck was on his feet again and ready to get back into the wild. A great relief to the whole family.
You can do it, go.
Just to see the look on her face, I mean, tears were sparkling in her eyes, whenever, that deer finally ran off. Of course, that makes me emotional, to see her so, emotional about it.
Yeah, so a happy ending. Now the deer was a little confused with this fenced-in area, so the family backed away. They stopped recording, and they say that was when he was able to figure it all out and run back into the woods.
So now all's well that ends well.
Yes.
Hopefully a lesson learned from that buck.
I think he was being chased by the dogs. That's what they think, and ran onto the pond and fell through. And so, just a stressful situation for the deer.
All the way around.
Yeah.
Family will never forget it. Thanks, Tess.